What's going on YouTube? It's Edward here. Today we have a video on the Overwatch Beta and just my first thoughts on getting a chance to play this beta. So for the first game, I have 3 games uploaded here, so it's going to be a long video, but the first one is Pharrah. She's basically a flying rocket launcher chick, whatever you want to call it, but she's very powerful. I didn't get the chance to use all the characters, but it was still a lot of fun using the few characters I have. That guy just fell. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, like so far I would say the game is a lot of fun. The graphics, like even for a beta, it's amazingly done. It's done so well. I mean, and obviously, like I think, there's still probably a lot of details that they're missing, and arguably, like, style of the artwork is very cartoony, I guess, like that's one way to put it, but it's still done very well. Like, they put in all the shadowing, they put in, it's not supposed to be lifelike, but it's still very, like, so much depth and color. And so yeah, right now, there's only really, and during the beta, there's really only like a few, like 2 or 3 maps, only a handful of objectives, where it's like basically we do one team, the red team has to, like, infiltrate the blue team's base, and then like you kind of go through like part A, B, and C. You need to infiltrate like each part, and then you push them back until the end. And the other team defends, obviously. So right now I'm on the defending team, using Pharrah again, and and honestly, like, right now it kind of looks like we're kind of like, spawn camping a little bit, because like they're not getting anywhere. I mean, I'm just shooting rockets straight into like their spawn, and I'm just wrecking them. And yeah, that's not terribly fair, but honestly, there's a way for them to get out. Like, if you look below right there on the blue, like, that's Reinhardt. He's one of the other characters that has this giant shield that everyone can hide behind and come out. Like, I'll show you in my second video. You'll see what I'm talking about. Where, like, if you use the strategy correctly, like, it's not that hard to get out of the base. And these guys just arguably just don't know what they're doing, because we keep them here the entire time, and it's not really hard to, like, just win this match, because they just, arguably, like, probably not one of them is Reinhardt. Look at that shield right there. Like, it's so good, because like, you can shoot from behind it, and then it blocks everything from in front of you. So if you have 1 or 2 of those guys, and you just come out like guns blazing, you can arguably just take out whatever's in front of you. Assuming everyone's like knows what they're doing. But yeah, I'm just chucking like as many missiles or rockets into their spawn right now. And if I had to describe Overwatch, it's kind of like Team Fortress on crack. That's like my best way of describing it. It's just, the people, like, this arguably is like equivalent to like a soldier. There's an equivalent engineer, a medic, but there's like arguably a lot more to it too, because you have like players like Hanzo and Genji, who are like very quick and stealthy. You have the Reaper, who's like just all about going behind you and like up close and whatnot. So yeah, like there's still a lot to this. There's a lot to this game, and the only thing I will say, like, even like it seems very polished. Look at the strategy we just had. They could have used that to come out. Anyways, so one of the things I feel like, they might want to change up is like how much health some people have. So I feel like certain characters can mow down health very easily, and then other characters like can't. And I don't know. Like, I mean, obviously, the bigger the guy, the more health you have. Like, I have only 200 for Pharrah, but like I think if you're Reinhardt, you have like 300 or 400. I think. Don't quote me on that. But I think, yeah, the crazier the character you are, the more health you have, or the more, at least like kind of backup. I think right now, oh yeah, I'm like a little lost right now. I thought there was like another way back here to like go to the front, but there's actually only one way, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Like just exploring, looking at all the colors. This temple or whatever it is very, 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 very pretty. Like all the colors, like everything is so nice. Ooh, they pushed up a little bit. Oh, hey-oh! Suck my rocket, boo! Oh crap! Hey, man, put up your shield.
I've got you in my sights.
Oh, that guy keeps him. Ah, frickin' A! Dang him to heck! Soldier 76 or 26, something like that. He's like basically like the first guy you start out with in terms of like the tutorial. You just learn how to use him, but every other character is pretty arguably pretty self-explanatory. And now with YouTube nowadays, you're really not without a tutorial somewhere or another, you know. So yeah, there's only 1 second left, and we beat them. Victory! Yeah. There we are. See Reinhardt in the middle, that guy, he's really good. Like
Play of the game.
Bastion. Yeah, I played Bastion in my 3rd game. Oh yeah. You become a turret and just mow people down. I guess that's the play of the game, whatever. And at the end of every game you get to like vote for like who was kind of like MVP, so to say. And it's from either team. Usually it's like the winning team, obviously, but it's still pretty cool. Like you get to upvote who gets what. Look at your own stats. I found that it's not that hard to get a good KD ratio, assuming you're not playing some crazy character where you're just always running into gunfire. At least for my character, fair, like. Because you're just launching rockets all day. Like, you know, as long as you know how to launch the rockets in the right place, like, you're arguably not going to die very easily. But, you know, that's not always guaranteed.
Prepare your defenses.
So now, I believe, let's see, Junkrat. Oh yeah, that's also a person who's also very, Torbjorn. Now, I'm going to choose this. He's basically like an engineer. Or, I don't know, how to say it? Torbjorn, kind of like the Norwegian singer. Is that Norwegian? I don't know. But yeah, he's pretty good. Like he's essentially you just build sentries. But I think you can. The good thing is that you can build more than one. So that's always fun. And also every character has a super kind of mode that you have to build up over time, which is also very fun.
Build them up, break them down.
I love the animation for this guy. Look what happens when he reloads. He puts in molten metal, and that's what he shoots at you. Molten metal. Like I mean, that's freaking sick. Like how many? Like where else do you see that type of thing? All right. Yeah. Anyways, so in the beginning of this game, you'll see how easy it is for people to come out of their spawn. I kind of mess up here because I was gonna try to build a gun up there. Like I was trying to jump and I miss. Hey, bye. But yeah, I wanna. So naturally, I wanna we wanna spawn camp again. So I figured, all right, let's throw my gun up here, right next to their. And arguably, my gun is not even. Uh-oh. So look, Reinhardt comes straight out. And I get killed by Genji, and Reinhardt destroys my friggin' sentry. Like, look at that. See, look, you just run right behind, and you chuck ninja stars. So simple. But yet that other team just, I don't know what the heck they were doing, but... like, someone should I mean, arguably it's the beta, and people are still getting used to it, but... I mean, it's not that hard to get used to, I feel like. It smells like pho right now. Anyways. Excuse me. So yeah, they push us back a little bit, and I'm not worried though. I'm just gonna build up this bad boy, and you'll see how. Obviously, I'm very defensive, right? Like when you're on defense, you're gonna be defensive. I could have been a little bit more aggressive, where I arguably just like run out and kill him more, but. Hell, I'm an engineer. Just like what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be defensive. So I'm gonna stick to that. Ah! Someone can't hit me! Ah, Bastion's up there, and he's like just doing work, and he sees me. Ah, Crock pot. Dang you. Dang you to heck. At least my sentry gun isn't gone. I love this little hammer thing. It looks so futuristic. Charge! I believe that's Bastion's like super. Come here. Ooh, I have to heal it. What? So one good thing about Torbjorn's super is that when he goes into that mode, he shoots and he hammers quickly, and I think there's like extra power that comes out of it too. But yeah, like when I'm trying, and he has unlimited like materials on the right here, like you can just upgrade crap like super quick. So. That's the one good thing about his like super move or whatever you want to call it. I call it super. But anyways, so we're still 2 minutes left for them to just come in. I'm just shooting random crap. Looks like there's kind of like the lava or whatever doesn't really fly straight. Oh wait, not that good. Man, I love this sentry gun. Five-player kill streak. Heyo. Ah! 6-player kill streak. Got owned by Genji. Kapowie. Oh. I tried using him, and I was just not very good at shooting an arrow, bow and arrow. He's kind of like a sniper, but without a scope. And only a bow and arrow. So it's a one-hit kill, obviously, so... Yeah. I don't think I realized I could have made 2.
I foresee great things for you.
Then I was like, what? Because I was like, dude, I need like 2 so I can, protect myself a little better. But I didn't realize I could do it. I should have built it on the other side. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just like walking around, like enjoying the scenery still or something. Oh yeah, build it here.
I have beat. Are you?
It's only 30 seconds left, so it doesn't really matter. Whoa! Look at that super there. I think that's Genji's. Did I say Genji about the arrow? That's Hanzo. I don't remember what I said. Oh, they almost broke my turret! Fix him! But I need metal. I only have 30, like, supply or whatever you want to call it.
10 seconds.
Oh, 10 seconds left. Ah, there we go. Why? Victory! Again, it's Bastion. Are you kidding me? I think it's the play where he just like clearly just mowed down like everybody. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I see. Oh, that's pretty smart. Oh man, all we needed was a few. Hey, look, I'm on the board. Upvote me. Upvote me. Come on. 1 vote. I think that was myself. Oh wait, no. Yay! Me and someone else voted for me, but no one else did. Thanks, jackasses. Let's see. Oh yeah. So Bastion. So now I did play a few other games, but I was not very good with Reaper. I was not very good with Genji or Hanzo. So here's my Bastion gameplay. He's pretty fun to use. He's basically like a walking turret. Like, he has a gun, but he also becomes a turret, which is fun. And then for his super, he comes like a little mini tank. But in this map, or in this gameplay, you'll see how effective like the Reaper class is. Like I literally just get owned by whoever's playing Reaper and on their team, because he just wrecks me. Like, I just get destroyed. I don't even know where the people are coming out from. Here, I get 1, 2, and I get killed from the side. I don't know who I'm getting hit from. Who the heck is that? Oh, that's kind of odd. Maybe that's a part of the beta. But yeah, like the beta is actually pretty clean, like for most betas go. If you guys aren't familiar with like how the gaming dev cycle works, like so every game that's ever created goes through a few stages. There's pre-alpha, alpha, beta, and then production, like you know, just when it's like full final release, like the final version. So any game that's in pre-alpha, it's basically like you barely have any of the game made. Like, you have like most of like the stages made. Like, there still like needs to be like environmental rendering, obviously. But you don't have like most of the modes. You have like the main mode, but you arguably like you're just looking to like pre-alpha is just like there's so many bugs. Like, it'll crash all the time. Like, you can sneeze on it, it'll crash, and there's just so many bugs. But you're basically trying to get like a rough cut of like, all right, what are the biggest crashes? Like, what's the biggest things I need to make? Do the characters even like work? Stuff like that. Here we go, super! And I'm just shooting nothing. Here we go. Suck it! Oh, there's a Reaper! I don't know. I'm distracted. I'm being hit by all sides. And the Reaper kills me. Anyways. What was I saying? Oh, just hit me with one. I was like, so yeah. So that's pre-alpha. And it only passes pre-alpha. I don't think there's like a really like I don't. So I used to be in QA, like game testing, and like so we go through all the modes, all the stages, and I don't remember if there's like a milestone for it to go past alpha. But from alpha, like there's still like a ton of bugs. I would say 80, like anywhere between 60 to 70% of the game is like finished. Like, you won't. There'll be like preliminary, like online game modes, but like it's not very well tested, you know. Like any of the extras, they're not going to be thrown in yet. But the core game is like arguably like more or less there, minus like a few things, like, you know, like some like aesthetics and whatnot. Like most of the game is there. And in order for a game to come out of alpha stage, like basically it has to enter a certain bug count. So like when you're in alpha stage, like QA testers are just constantly testing the crap out of it and like trying to break the game as much as possible, because like you want to find all those bugs. Like, you don't want to just be randomly doing something and then somehow like you realize like you fall through the earth or something. So yeah, once it goes below like a certain bug count, that's when it can really become beta. But when you're beta, like that's literally when it's like, okay, 80 to 90% of the game is done and it's polished to a degree where you're like, okay, we can show like the public without it being like super horrible. And you know, the only thing that needs to be finding is like, okay, like, you know, for something like Overwatch is like, okay, we need to build more maps. We need to, you know, refine some characters and tweak, like, you know, balance the characters out or something. And yeah, but once it's hit beta, it's arguably pretty close to launch time. And then once it passes beta, basically you have like almost zero bugs left. The only bugs you have are like really minuscule bugs where it's just like, you know, minuscule where you know, like certain logos aren't like showing up correctly. You know, like a health bar like disappeared or something, like, you know, it's just something random. Like it doesn't break the game, but it's just like an aesthetic that's like not according to some kind of standard, right? So that's like kind of how the stages go. I haven't been in the QA game for a while, so correct me if I'm wrong. If you, like, some of you that are watching this are in the QA biz, I guess. Like I haven't done it since like 2008, so so it's been quite a while. That was like my first job out of college. Jesus! That guy has killed me like 8 times. Like, I swear to God. Jeez, see, so that's how it's so effective, right? Like, up close, that thing is just destruction. So these guys are like, in this map, you have to like push. The attackers have to like push some kind of like crazy thing to us, and like we have to defend it. But here is where I finally start getting work, like where I start killing people. Oh god, I think the Reaper is going in super mode. I'm kind of not a fan of hit markers. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like, have you played any Valve game like ever? You know, there's never been hit markers in Counter-Strike, Half-Life, like Team Fortress. You know, you just know you're hitting people and you kill them when they're killed, like when they're dead. You know, like that's the only way you know. Like you look for some kind of like confirmation like that, but you don't really need like. Ever since I've Call of Duty, like all these like introduction of like hit markers, I'm just like, is it really necessary? Go super again! Pow! Sun! Huzzah! Another Reaper trying to come get us. Yeah, I feel like here, you know, it's like, I know I'm hitting the guy because of the hit marker, but normally I wouldn't even know. Look at that. 3-hit kill. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, 3-hit kill. 3-kill, whatever spree. Triple kill! I'm just spraying like there's no tomorrow. And you get unlimited bullets, so you don't really have, I don't know if that's like gonna be like final, like where you just get unlimited like ammo no matter what. I don't know, maybe it's like a beta thing. But I thought that was a little ridiculous, because I could just spray and pray right now, which is exactly what I'm doing, which is exactly how I'm like racking up these kill streaks. Like, you know, go to the side, fix myself. That's his like special ability, like one of his special abilities to heal himself. Ooh, I have another. There's only a minute and a half left. Man, I don't know why I'm not going super right now. Reinhardt's doing work right now. Oh, he doesn't. Hitting something. Oh man, they are so close to like winning. But we're putting up one hell of a fight right now.
Pass into the iris.
Whoa. Oh, yeah. Seconds left. Time for me to go a little crazy. Ten-player kill streak, son. 11. Gatling this. 12. Voila! You have 10 seconds remaining. You got nothing, and you just give up now because there's really no point in like trying. So we destroyed it. Kabooey!
Victory.
Victory! Anyway, so thanks guys for watching. Hope you liked the gameplay. Let me know if you guys are excited for Overwatch as I am because I currently love this game. I think it's so good. Definitely gonna buy it when it comes out, and yeah, I think Blizzard is just making hits left and right, so let me know what you guys think. Alright, take it easy guys.